Hey guys, this is Zixz. Today I'm going to be showing you some actual in-game footage from me as we'll be covering how to win your games as a support in Hero League. Support is probably the least favored role in Hero League and can certainly feel impossible to win a game for your team since as a support you're mainly enabling your teammates and not always making a direct impact like range assassins or stun tanks can. Hopefully, this commentary will help you understand how to maximize your efficiency as a support and how important being able to enable your team is to leading yourself to a victory. Alright, so on this game, I ended up picking, wrong side, Uther on the map Shire. I'll pick this up, speed up the game. Alright, so we had a little bit like a weird team comp. We had Abathur on this map, so our lanes are a little dicey because Abathur can soak, but he can't really fight anybody in lane, so we'd have to have one person in each lane, and we couldn't roam squad with Diablo. Here in the beginning of the game, this is really good. I'm gonna go back to this. Unfortunately, okay, there we go. So, at the beginning of the game, these two should have been coming mid to contest the wave clear, and if we clear the wave in mid, we're able to rotate our lanes before the enemy team. Since we have Abathur, in hindsight, it's not actually a big deal that they both went down, that somebody went down here. They both shouldn't be down here because we need somebody in the top lane to lane against whoever's going to be up there on the enemy team, but this is fine since we're down the body. But Diablo and I go mid to check out the situation. Diablo walks into the bush. This is very dangerous of him. You want to avoid this. I'm here because I want to make sure if there was a fight in the middle as a support that I'm able to help out whoever is getting engaged on and make sure they can escape safely. Now this goes really well. Diablo gets stunned. They have no follow-up instantly, luckily, so the Diablo is able to walk back, and this Murden gets greedy here. He gets flipped and charged into the towers. Now, he's taken no damage. His team's right here, so they're able to back him up. But what I do here is the second I see this Diablo go for it, I heal him up, make sure he's safe HP levels. I'm like, oh, okay, this guy's under the towers. So stun him down. And so he gets half HP from just my stun and the Diablo's combo. Now our team has realized that we're getting into this fight, and they're ready to it up. And because Diablo and I stun locked this Murden under the towers, Butcher's able to just run in there freely since they have no more cooldowns and pick up a kill. So there I didn't do much, but what I did greatly impacted our early game here because now we win the rotations and we're able to have free reign over the map, and during that time Abathur can soak wherever the hell he wants and set up wherever he wants. So all it took was one stun to secure probably, within my stun those towers did a quarter, maybe 40% of that Murden's health, and then the rest of the team was able to finish him off. So I was able to set up that kill for this Butcher. Gets a really good start, and this Greymane is forced to tap, which is it's really good when you force an enemy to have to tap that early without doing much. Alright, so here this Butcher wants to land. I see him sitting in the bush waiting for the gank. This Jaina steps up a little too far. I open with a stun. Butcher walks out of the bush. I start auto-attacking the Jaina and get a little damage out there, and we're able to pick up the kill for Butcher. That's the second kill for Butcher. He's got a lot of stacks off of the 2 hero kills and the minions meat stacks that he's picking up. So he's going to be able to roam and do a lot in this early game. So I see we have good synergy here. He's sitting in the middle lane. I'm always constantly trying to play forward. I know I'm safe. I see Greymane top. I see one bottom. Jaina just died, so she's not going to be able to help out. I know that I have my own heals, and this Martin and Vala aren't going to kill me instantly. So I play very far up. Play up on this Vala. This Butcher comes out of the bush, deals a lot of damage. Unfortunately, he didn't get a stun off, so we could have probably picked up the kill, but we didn't need to overcommit. What happened there is we got this Vala to 30% HP, and now she has to tap or base. So that's a very good trade. Look at the damage I took. I took no damage, and I can heal. So this was no issue. Beautiful. That's the sort of thing you want to do as a support. Is you want to fish for kills. We could have gotten one or set up for good trades for your teammates. Make the game just significantly easier for them. Make sure this myriad can't jump in and stun the butcher because I know Jaina's coming back. I'm low mana, so I tap. I think we can speed this up a bit. Nothing really is going on. Making sure that... Okay, so what was happening here is I knew this false was fine. Didn't need any of my help. I'm low mana, so I assume she has a tap. And I'm just trying to set up on the bottom side with this Diablo to pick off anybody that's going to try and rotate. Now, we overlap cooldowns here. I remember this. We catch this Sylvanas. He flips as I stun, so we don't really get the value I'd like. The E is interrupted, but we could have had an extra second of stun lock on Sylvanas here if we coordinated correctly, and she could have died. But again, that's something we want to be doing, especially as Uther is running around the map looking for setups. I see Diablo's getting into a scuffle, so I come down here, use the rest of my mana, make sure he's safe and alive. Constantly, as a support player, you don't see it in this replay, but I'm always looking on the map. I'm always looking at the mini-map to see where people are and predicting where I'm going to need to be. So in that situation, I saw, Diablo's bottom lane. There's two of them bottom lane. Diablo's kind of vulnerable. That's a Jaina and a myriad. So I think to myself, okay, well, I'm going to have to run down to this bottom lane and make sure he's fine. I know Falset's fine and Min doesn't need my help. Butcher has Abathur up top. And I don't think Greymane can dual Butcher, as you can see right here. So I know I didn't need to go up there at that moment. Let's see. And then I was low mana, low HP, so I had a base. And so while I'm running to base, determine where do I need to go. So I go middle here, make sure that nobody can cap this. I saw Vala, so I wanted to try to sneak on her and get a kill. Unfortunately, those mines weren't Abathur slow mines, so I wasn't able to go pick up this kill, but she gets extremely chunked from the mines alone. Even if I didn't get the kill, it was worth trying to go for it, because if we did, that's a staggered death, and then we'll be able to capture the Dragon Knight. So this shrine needs to be captured. I'm waiting in this bush. I don't want to engage. I'm waiting for this Jaina bot to step up and play a little too aggressive. It does. Unfortunately, it's a bot. Diablo sees me in the bush. We go in. We set up a kill. Oh, wow. She actually gets away. That's unfortunate. I messed it up. I think I cancelled an auto attack there. But still, this Jaina has to back. So they're down one person. I see this. I get greedy here. The Sylvanas. I see her coming down. I didn't know the Vala was here. I wanted to set up a kill. This is what you want to be. You want to be very careful still, because as a support, you can still die very, very quickly. We're outnumbered here. This Diablo can't do anything. Honestly, he shouldn't even be this close. He should have just left me to die. I screwed up. Luckily, I'm in ghost form, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to heal him enough to get him out of there. And yeah, he lives. So that was a mistake. Stuff you want to avoid. That's certainly not going to help your team out, and you're certainly not going to be able to carry them through mistakes like that constantly. Okay, so we'll wait for my respawn timer. We'll speed this up a little bit. I see Falstad getting engaged on, so I head middle. Notice he's fine. I try to loop around with this Butcher. I see that they're going to want to cap this. I sit in the bush. I wanted the Butcher to rotate up here, but he sees an opportunity in middle and he takes it, so that's fine. So I sit in this bush and I'm just waiting for Butcher to rotate up, or for this Greymane or Sylvanas to step up too far. I see them both about to check the bush, so I just get out of there. If Butcher was up here with me closer, being in that bush, if that Sylvanas face checked that, she would have died 100%. Here, I constantly pinged our Falstad to just turn back one time. I would have been able to get a Q off and she would have lived. Unfortunately, keeps running away from me and I'm not able to save him. But I was paying attention to the minimap, trying to get our Falstad out of there. It's not the biggest deal. We kept both shrines. Right here, I'm just trying to anchor for the Butcher, see where their enemy team is going. I want to keep vision of them. We're down members, but I can't do anything as far as like setting up for a kill since we're down numbers currently. But what I can do is mount it up and far enough away from the Muradin where I know I'm not going to get jumped on. I can anchor, I can keep his vision so I can let our teammates know where the enemy is going to be going, whether or not they're going to go recapture top lane or they're going to go bottom lane to that Diablo. That way they can respond accordingly and back up. Or if they split off and like they send 3 bottom down here to this and 1 goes top, that okay, well we can't do anything about the bottom side, but I can go up here, I can set up a kill on the person trying to capture the shrine up here if they separate for the butcher, and now they're down a member. So that's what I'm looking here for. I back off, I'm mounted up, I didn't want to let the Muradin try to kill me. I'll watch her walk into this bush alone. I know they're going bottom lane, so I just kind of do a little trade against her. Something I could have done better is not shown and waited in one of these bushes for a gank, since I knew she was coming. That's kind of silly of me to show my hand there. I know I have Butcher up here, so I know they're capturing bottom, so I'm going to focus on this. I get low, but I know I have heals. I know my Butcher can engage at any point in time, so I just stand on the point, I tank all the damage, I let my Butcher clear the way for free, and I just sit here and I'm soaking damage. My Butcher isn't taking any damage. They're losing this trade very, very hard because I'm just tanking the damage, healing myself. They can't kill me, and my Butcher can reinforce me. And I can, in any moment, if they play up too far, I can stun them and set up for a kill. Let's see. Alright, so I tapped the well. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Again, Butcher and I see the same opportunity. I roamed mid, I saw that the Sylvanas was probably going to overextend and want to clear this wave. Run in, he stuns, I stun. That's a free kill. Very quick. Very simple. Now we get a Dragon Knight here, we're almost going to hit level 10. At this point you're in a very good position in the game. If you have a Dragon Knight, they have a staggered death, you're about to hit level 10, they're about to only hit level 9. That's very good. You're on a great track to winning this game. So to go over a little bit of what I've been doing is just focus, especially on Uther. Know your role as a support. If I were Rhaegar, my role this game would be severely different than when I'm playing Uther. As Uther, my role this game is to support my teammates with heals where they need them. I'm going to rotate to the lane that they need help in, or if I see an opportunity to set up a kill in a bush, or if somebody's overextending in a lane, I'm going to run up and try to set up a kill for my Butcher or my Falstad or Diablo. As Rhaegar, my priorities would be very different. Rhaegar doesn't have any hard CC. My priority on this map would be to roam around, still heal and reinforce my teammates, maybe push out the lanes, help them push that out. Since I don't have the pushing power of Uther, I haven't been focusing on that. As Rhaegar, I have the ability to do mercenary camps, so I would be like, these camps would be taken at this point. I'd go off alone and I'd take these mercenary camps and apply pressure that way. So I'm not directly impacting the game as these heroes, but what I'm doing is I'm setting up kills, I'm setting up pressure on the map, so my teammates have an easier time. So with mercenary camps or with me sitting in a bush, they have vision of the enemy team, they know where everybody is, they know that if they get into a scuffle, I'm there to support them, I'm there to heal them up, I'm going to tank damage. I want to be... If anybody has to die, I want it to be me in these situations. I don't want to die for free, but if we're going to trade a 1 for 2, I'd rather it be me, so I'm going to soak up that damage. So, I'll continue on with this game a little bit. There is one more play, one more setup. Talk about like level 10s. Something I don't recommend doing is I took D-Storm this game as Uther, and so I see an opportunity. This Vala's playing forward a little bit. I'm trying to get to her. I missed it out on it. It's still not an issue. Clear out the wave. We're playing pressure. And she's playing up way too far. This Diablo sees that opportunity. She pulls the trigger, flips him. I stun. He apox. I D-storm. If you can get that coordination off with people in Hero League, that's beautiful. Because that, with that, your tank and support on the bottom side of the map, and your Dragon Knight pushing, we just got a free kill. Like 2v2, we just got a kill instantly. Yes, we use 2 ultimates, but we got to pick. They're not level 10, so now we can start killing structures uncontested on the bottom side of the map as well, clearing the lands. They've lost all control of this game, and it was mainly because we were able to get picks. I roamed around the map. I set up my players, my teammates, the Butcher and Diablo mostly, to pick up kills. Unfortunately, Falsad doesn't have a lot of follow-up CC, just to slow the queue. It does have damage, but in the early game it's usually not enough, so I focused on the Diablo and the Butcher and tried to get my team ahead. So the rest of the game kind of goes like that. Hopefully you've learned a lot. Supports can be very, very, very powerful. I can't stress this enough. It's a very important role. You cannot play a game without a support. I think that they are by far the second most important role. I think tanks are extremely important. They're the most important role. They have a lot of control over fights. The biggest stun lockers in ETC and myriad are tanks, but supports, they're so diverse. You have so many tools available to you. Brightwing, you have globals, you have a shield, you have the ability with Ice Block to bait out cooldowns like you saw there. I can maneuver a team fight so well where I bait a Greymane to come fight me, and then I blink heal to the other side of the team fight, and now he's just wasted 3 seconds during that team fight where he could have been auto-attacking somebody else. With Uther, you can set up kills with your stun. Divine Shield can allow a Greymane to go in uncontested and kill somebody outright without taking any damage and making the fight instantly a 4v5. You have so much power as a support, and you can carry the game, just not in the way that assassins do. You do it through enabling your team. And so hopefully I've given you plenty of tips and tricks of how to do this. And if you're ever stuck in a situation where you have to play support in a Hero League game, or if you just love playing the role, God bless you. I hope this really helps. And so get out there, play those games, get those wins. Thanks for tuning in. Keep watching my videos. See you guys.